Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Which today I gave you a brief synopsis, which I actually wrote it, which is why it sucks. Because I am not a writer, folks. I give you your starring cast, your director, runtime of the cut I am watching, a link for where you can watch this for free, and if you decide, you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now, with all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a very interesting one. It is my second Halloween fan film that I will have covered. I am very pleased with this one, along with the last one I did, which was The Shape. But The Shape is from years ago, I think the 90s, if I remember correctly. This one this is just released March 1st of this year. So it's still very, very brand new and has a lot of room to grow on it. What is the movie? It is called Halloween 7, The Curse Returns, fan film. Very interesting. Now, it picks up kind of a little bit where Halloween 6, The Curse, kind of leaves off a little bit. It's years after that. Tommy Doyle I believe it was Tommy Doyle, his family, and basically his daughter they adopted her, and she happens to be Michael Myers' daughter. And so it starts off with the girl having a nightmare, and she wakes up and blah 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 blah. Fast forward to just a little bit, and you have Tommy bringing in it looks like Halloween decorations. He even kicks over the pumpkin as he's walking in the house, which made me chuckle a little bit. I thought that was kind of funny, just that little addition of him kicking the pumpkin. He brings the stuff in. Why do we do this every year? You know, we need to get rid of this stuff. You know, who puts up Halloween decorations in December? One of those ordeals. The daughter eventually, they have some dialogue between each other. Basically talking about how the parents are throwing a Halloween party in December. Her friends start. One of her friends shows up at the house, and they are talking about how they're going to a party that night. Her and her friends, they go to this house that is owned by one of the guy's parents. It's I'm guessing a vacation house or whatnot. He's got a little more going on than what you see at first. He's up to no good. He sets them all up for the slaughter, essentially. What happens is I'm going to try to give you some stuff without giving away everything. But at this party, they have a little game of hide and seek, or manhunt as they called it, where essentially they all go hide while the guy that's parents own the house that is setting them up he's dressed up as Michael Myers, and he is going to go around the house and find them. And lo and behold, there is Michael Myers going around killing people left and right. You get down to the final segment, and you have a great performance from Jim Cannatelli in there. He's playing the leader of the cult of Thorn. And he is working on making Michael Myers immortal, essentially, which we already know that he lives forever. In other words, they are talking like he's dead, but in all actuality, he's been going around killing people left and right in this. He eventually shows up during this ceremony, and things get very hairy for the rest of the people that are around, and it has a great little ending. Now, is this thing perfect? No, it's far from that. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It's like 17 minutes, just under 18 minutes with the credits. I watch through the credits through every movie I watch, mostly because you never know, you might find an Easter egg at the end. Or I'm also a nerd that likes to read the names and see if there's anybody I know in there. But I think this is a really fun fan film. I think it's worth the watch. It definitely give Dan Williams a shot on this. It's got a lot of potential. I will say that. Now on to the three things that I love my movies. To me, first is the audio. The audio is crisp, cool, and clean, as I like to say. There's never a moment where I have to rewind it and turn on subtitles or re-listen to what a character is saying. There is no outside interference due to like some static or a let's say a car going down the street or a pesky neighbor mowing the lawn when you're trying to film. It's very good on that end. There's not a moment where I disapprove of the audio. So it's very, very good. I'm going to give it an A+ on that end. Second thing is dialogue. Dialogue is very good. It's hip and cool. It's what people nowadays would say, like as far as dialogue, how they would talk. The deliveries aren't always the best, but that's okay. It's independent cinema. Not everybody is a Denzel Washington or Leonardo DiCaprio. So I can look way past that. So if you're mad about some acting in this, you've got too much to gripe about. I think the acting is fine. It works, and the dialogue is delivered very well. So I'm going to give it an A on dialogue. Now, as far as editing goes, which is the third thing that I love my movies to have a good criteria on, I think this is edited together very smoothly. It has a nice, good momentum. It never loses its pacing whatsoever. It keeps you. The editing is done so well that it keeps your attention on the screen very, very, very well. So there's no like weird jump cuts that don't make no sense. There's no continuity errors due to editing. There's no editing cuts that don't make any sense. There's none of that going on here. It's very well made for being a fan film. I'm going to be reviewing. I think there was 2 other short films that are long enough for me to review under Dan's YouTube. I will be reviewing in the month of April. One was something through the glass. I can't remember exactly right now, but definitely look forward to that in the future. I forgot to give my score on editing. Is going to get an A as well. So we got an A+, an A, and an A. So now I'm going to break it down to my final score of 1 through 5, and I'm going to give this thing a 3.5 out of 5. It is almost a 4.0. I think if it was maybe 10 minutes longer, I think it would have got it up to that 4.0 shot. I think that it would have, you would have gotten a little more suspense to it, I feel. But all in all, I think this is a lot of fun. Definitely check it out. I really have nothing bad to say about this one. This is one of those few fan films that works, and it works very well. So anyways, alright guys, I love your faces. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'll be back at you on Saturday with yet another review. And then, of course, all next week is going to be a special week. It's going to be nothing but movies dedicated to the 50s. So we're doing some old school stuff, which will be awesome. And then after that, we will be into the month of April, and April is already filling up. So if you're wanting to get something reviewed, better get a hold of me soon. All right, guys, love your faces, and as always, peace.